if it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't give it more than 5 minutes. That's kind of our rule in arguments. I think I take that rule with me just in life, walking. Like, just like, if it ain't going, like, I'm not going to care in 5 years. Let's just make fun of it. Like, and I know it's not the right thing to do. I get it.
In 5 years, will you really care if I go and spend $5,000 tomorrow?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's probably on a credit card, and
it's just money. No, I don't do it on credit card.
That's true. But yes, it will matter, because it's spending habits. Like, it's spending habits. See, it's not just a one-time spend.
So then your jokes in 5 years they will matter because it's a personality flaw. See this?
I meant whatever I'm laughing about. I get that making jokes about something especially if it's irritating, could be an issue, right? And that could be the thing that matters in 5 years. I was more so explaining why I do it from the sense of, okay, we're just gonna make fun of it, have some fun with this nonsense. I get it. Just because I don't like to give weight to stuff that don't matter.
It doesn't make me want to choke you less.
This is true.
Especially in front of the kids.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah. And some things I'm like, it ain't that. And we differ on what we view as, I won't say important, but like worthy, right? I'm like, why are you mad at that? Like, and so that some of it is, I don't even understand.
Why are you letting that bother you? Really? Wow. Die.
Like, it's like, I don't like, because okay, we disagree on that. Like, you will let things get under your skin that I'm like, like even like people.
But that's a women, men.
You think so?
Type thing, yeah.
Because I like there's certain people will do certain things or say certain things, and I'm like, if you know the reference, you know who you are, and I'm like, walk away. It's fine. I don't care. Like, I'm not giving you two more. Like, you are not worthy, and I'm sorry if that was offensive, me saying that. If you think you're supposed to make me mad, whoever is it in the world, there's only one person. Maybe my kids. Like, maybe my kids. I'll be real, but I am covenant tied to you, right? Like, if you think you can, like, if you're going to try to, hey, my job is to offend you, right? Please call my name first. I don't get offended. Like, I'm just not, like, there's one person that I don't deal with. Like, there's one person that I just do not deal with. They stay in the neighborhood. They know who they are. Like, you said that why are we offended by the N-word? I don't like, and why are we on a high pedestal, put ourselves on a high pedestal, because we should be okay with being called that. I don't deal with that person. I don't deal with that person. But there's only one person. Everybody else in the world, like, and I've forgiven him. I had no access. But everybody else, I'm like, I'm not emotionally tied to you at all. I don't care. But we disagree on that, right? You're like, why did you speak to that person? Because they're a person. Like, I don't care.
And you're like, why didn't you speak?
I'm like,
they spoke.
Like, they spoke. Like, go and speak back. Like, you're like, no, I will speak with these hands if they like, I will give them a hallelujah wave with the, if you will, right? It's like I don't
that's
get
me
it.
trying.
Flipping somebody off is not trying.
I haven't flipped anybody off.
Well, you emotionally like you cuss somebody out with eyes in a minute. Like, I can tell, like, your eyes say a lot. See, right, just right. Hope they zoom in on that. I'm gonna have to make sure the editor zooms in on that at that moment right there, because it's one of those where you're like, whoo, okay. And then the Lord will put you in situations to make you be around people, and I just start laughing. Like, and you're like, why are you laughing? Because it's funny. Like, you're having to be in the room with these people, and you're like, oh,
gagging.
Like, I cannot stand you right now. It's fine.
But that doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah.
Because I'm always in the room with people.
All the time. Yeah. It's just funny.
It's more funny to me that they focus more on me when I'm in the room than I do on them, which is just
Is she going to be there? Why does it matter? Like
That was a
childish.
text.
That was a text. That was a text message. You're childish. You're like, I'm not going to do anything. You're
Okay, back to the topic.
So what do we disagree on? What else do we disagree on? I'll give one that I think like most guys, when we cook, we like to be in the moment, and we like to cook fully, and like when I'm grilling, like I think the seasoning I should be engulfed in the seasoning. It should be all around me.
We can tell it's all on the counter, the floor, the sink,
Like
the
I just
patio.
want it just, and you're like,
All the dishes are dirty. And like, how do you dirty all the dishes in one kitchen making one meal? And I can make 10 meals and use half dishes that you use.
listen, you're not using enough dishes. That's a you problem. Like I just think you like the fact that so we got dishes to use, and you're like, I just don't want to use dishes. We got a bunch of pots and pans. Why are we using the same pot and pan?
Because I think about who's going to have to wash them
Okay,
and how much the dishwasher can hold.
see, I don't mind hand washing, and you're like, we are no longer in those days where we have to hand wash.
Sometimes you just leave them though.
Okay, that's not often. That's rare. Now, if I'm grilling and if it's a long day, it takes 16 hours for me to do a brisket. Like that's a good maybe
Enough
18
time for you
depending
to
on the
wash
size.
dishes in between.
We disagree on that.
But you've been cooking inside and literally will get into a TV show or somebody come by and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And then you eat, then you go sit out back, and then before I know it, the night's over and you're going to bed. And I wake up and I'm like, wow, never want you to cook dinner again.
I just think that you're not appreciating how much how much love I put into that meal.
Next. The other subject that we had an issue, which is brief, was Christmas gifts. I did not agree on Trinity receiving a purse that cost the price that you paid.
Okay.
And I did not agree with the scooter that you chose to get Trenton. But I don't feel like I was heard. You were like, let that boy be a boy. No kid that likes to hop curbs in a scooter needs one that goes 50 miles an hour.
We disagree on that. Look, listen, if one, we've not always had money to do it.
True.
Right. And we've not always been in a position to where we could. And so when that's the case, right, you do want to. Now, I don't want to ever spoil them and give them more than what they. And sometimes I do overdo that because I didn't always have, right. And so sometimes I want them to have what I didn't have, and we kind of go overboard with that. Okay, I get it. I go overboard with that. But I never want them to feel as though, now I don't want them to ever feel like it's just and stuff is just given to them, but they are really amazing kids. And so you're like, hey, I want to make sure that they get what they like, they get what they deserve from the state of they're really, really good.
And an argument is that you'll be at work, heaven forbid he splits his neck open, and I'll be caring for the kid.
Oh, he's really good. I'll
take him to the doctor.
He's really good. Got him a motorcycle helmet and everything. Like he's really good. Well, hey guys, while our thing is, you won't always agree, right? You won't always. It won't be roses and daffodil, and we can laugh about it now. But there's been some knockdown dragouts that just didn't make sense, and we argued about them. But at the end of the day, what we looked at is what's the best decision for us and our family, and how can we communicate in a way that we can stay in love with each other and be okay.
Yeah.
Right? We love each other, love through it. And by doing so, we love each other enough to communicate, educate, grow from it.
Yeah.
But whatever we do it together.